at beautiful Brookside Cemetery this morning, which means that we are going to be doing a collective tarot reading. And I'm really needing this because I have not been feeling myself. I really have been struggling mentally lately. Dealing with a lot of imposter syndrome, dealing with a lot of existential crisis. What am I doing with my life? Who am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing the things that I'm doing? It's been very intense lately. This morning I woke up and I'm feeling a lot better today. I feel like I'm not feeling in that mindset. I don't know what it's been. I know the astrology, of course, has been absolutely wacko crazy. And I've been feeling it since the end of the eclipse, truthfully. So I've definitely been in a funk. And yeah, this morning I'm trying to pull myself out of it. So let's do a collective tarot reading and see what's going on for my collective this morning. And hopefully you guys are all doing a lot better than I am doing. Okay, so let's pull half the deck. Okay, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. And it was in the reverse position. Endings. Relationships ending. Cycles are shifting. Familial relationships are shifting. Platonic, maybe some platonic, but romantic for sure. Family for sure. It could be platonic friendships as well, included as well. But definitely family and like romantic relationships that are changing and shifting. It's endings that we're dealing with. We're dealing with endings. We're dealing with a cycle shift. We're dealing with new beginnings on the way. So the card is in the reverse position. So it's hard. Like, it's really hard to let go. You're struggling on letting go of certain things that you know you need to let go of. But let's see what else is going on. Let's see what other cards we can pull out here and see what else is happening for our collective to give us more insight into the 10 of Cups. Okay, I'm going to pull the first card at the top. Okay. 7 of Wands. In the reverse position. So the 7 of Wands, yeah, there's a lot of like combative, chaotic energy, it feels like. Upright, the 7 of Wands, they're like, Wands energy is very magnetic. You are certainly attracting a lot of energy right now. However, having said that, some of it might be tense. Like, it might be not the kind of energy that you want to be attracting to yourself. It might be something that is more, more tension or more chaotic. It doesn't feel grounded and secure when I see the 7 of Wands in the reverse position. So perhaps that is part of the reason why you're having difficulty releasing some of the relationship cycles that need to be released, is because it doesn't feel safe or secure to necessarily head in that direction because the energy is very kind of wacky and chaotic. But let's see what else is going on. I really hope everyone is enjoying their Monday morning, this very frigid, cold day. Really needing some spring at any point now, okay? Okay, so let's pick the bottom card this time. Ooh, okay, yeah. Okay, so we got the 5 of Rings. Yeah, this chaos, we're dealing with chaotic energy. The number 5 is, represents chaos in numerology. And just like transformation, but also upheaval, changes, But the changes are very chaotic. The Five of Rings, we're definitely speaking about loss. There's some type of loss, absolutely. Financial loss, job loss, debts. We're talking about things that feel, again, unsecure and ungrounded. And we're talking about like monetary losses that come with that type of energy. So dang, I could definitely see, like, perhaps it's like a breakup situation in a relationship, and this has kind of put you behind in terms of paying bills, or maybe it's like a family situation and family is doing shady shit when it comes to either like inheritance or like stuff like that ultimately. But let's see what else is going on. It's definitely a lot of chaotic energy. Oh, and this card is up at the top. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands and it's in the reverse position. So the Two of Wands definitely represents this energy of path and journey, and like being on a journey and like doing the things that you need to do to follow the path and keep on course. And then you kind of come to a fork in the road and you're given choices and you're given options to do differently, do other things. The journey is good. The journey is good either direction you go. It doesn't really matter which direction you go. There will be success and good things on either direction, but you are given different opportunities and different chances to live differently and just do things different than you ever have done before. With the card in the reverse position, I feel like, again, there's delays and setbacks that you're receiving on this journey and path that you have been on. And it's it's definitely feeling a little bit challenging and confusing for you during this period of time. So we're gonna pick another card. Okay, so we have the Nine of Rings in the reverse, and all these cards are in the reverse position as well. So okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Nine of Rings. There is like financial abundance and prosperity and grounding and security and safety at the end of all of this. It is there. And like, truthfully, I would also say if you have been dealing with setbacks, it's not taking you to a place of like rock bottom or like ground zero. You're not starting from scratch. You're not starting over from the beginning. There is a lot that you have worked towards. The Nine of Rings upright speaks about working really hard and like it paying off. It does pay off. There is financial prosperity, abundance, there is safety and security that very much are a part of the Nine of Rings energy. And it speaks about not having to live in survival mode anymore and actually really just enjoying the fruits of your labor and how much you've worked towards what you've worked towards and enjoying it and feeling safe and grounded because of it. But the card is in the reverse position. So there's a couple things I would say about this. The energy is coming across as greedy, and maybe it's not your greed, but maybe it's the greed of others that like is interfering with the full abundance of the card. But yeah, ultimately, like we could be talking about greed. We could definitely be talking about like just being in your head entirely too much when it comes to your safety and security position in life, and like thinking, questioning everything that you're doing, and ultimately like it's it's not that you aren't safe and secure, but things have certainly happened and maybe given certain setbacks in your situation, your life, and you ultimately do feel as if you should be more ahead than what you actually are in life. And I honestly think that that is just a bit of a mind fuck, a brain trick that all of us go through. But I also think that you could be dealing with like unscrupulous or like greedy people around you that have ultimately like pushed you back slightly, so that you aren't ahead in the situation that you thought you were, but you're still doing great. Like, truthfully, we have these beautiful 5 cards. Again, the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So the 10 of Cups in the reverse, cycles, relationships changing, family, romantic, potentially platonic, and friendships as well, but they're shifting. It's like a cycle change for your relationships, and you're not quite ready to let go. You're still holding on to some things that need to be let go of. And then we have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. It speaks about you being a magnet for energy. You're attracting a lot, but some of it is very chaotic. Some of the energy is not so great. Some of the energy is like all over the place. It feels very chaos. It's not grounded. It's not moving in like a regular way. It's like just all over the place. The energy is all over the place, and it's not moving in a proper linear way. And then we have the 5 of Rings. We are talking about some type of financial loss. You have taken some type of setback in terms of your whatever financial status. Maybe you have dealt with a loss. Maybe there's some type of debt that's lingering over you. Maybe the relationships that's shifting have impacted your financial situation. It certainly feels like ungrounded and not so secure. And then we have the 2 of Wands in the reverse position. And the 2 of Wands speaks about opportunities that present themselves to change your course and path. Having said that, with the card in the reverse, it's very much of, there's some confusing, chaotic energy again, and you might be dealing with setbacks that have kind of been thrown at you. And then this last one, the 9 of Rings in the reverse position, and we're speaking about, I would say, greed from others, but also just like being too in your head about where you should be in this life in terms of, I would say, like finances and goals and stuff like that, not being where you think you are supposed to be, when really it doesn't really matter, because you are in a good position. You're in a much better position than, I would say, like 90% of people in this world. We are all very, very privileged to live where we do and enjoy the benefits that living where we do provides. So don't forget that, and don't get it twisted in your mind, that like you should have more, you need to be doing more. It's all not true. It's a mind trick, a mind fuck. And yeah, generally, I also, just with the way the other cards are going, I would also say, like, be wary of people who might be doing shady shit behind your back in terms of your finances. Greed, very much so. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the collective tarot reading this morning. I'm already feeling better. Actually, I really needed that. And I really hope that you guys all got something from this reading and it hits who it was supposed to hit. And yeah, just take care of yourselves, and everyone have a great Monday, okay?